大家好，欢迎来到 Mandarin Q&A 的时间。大家今天过得怎么样呢？我希望你今天一切都顺心如意哦。Today's question comes from one of you. The viewer asked, "For the next Q&A, could you teach me how to properly use 了 correctly?" 了 is one of those little Mandarin words that you'll see and hear everywhere. Sometimes it's after a verb, sometimes it's at the end of a sentence, and sometimes you see it twice. So what exactly is going on? In this episode, we're going to look at two basic ideas of 了. So let's talk about it. We are going to start with 了 after a verb. For example, 我吃 I eat. Now let's add 了我吃了 I ate. The action of eating is completed. And now we can add more information. 我吃了早餐 I ate breakfast. 我喝 I drink. 我喝了 I drank. And now we can add more information. 我喝了咖啡 I drank coffee. So in these examples, 了 is showing us that the action has reached completion. Now let's look at 了 at the end of a sentence. Here the idea is different. A sentence ending with 了 often tells us that something has changed. And this new state continues from now on. For example, 我是老师 I am a teacher. This is a basic identity or information you're providing to others. No background story or no timeline needed. 我是老师了 I am a teacher now. You weren't a teacher before. Now you are. The situation has changed. Maybe you were a student and you passed the exam and you have become a teacher. And this new state continues from now on. 我不抽烟 I don't smoke. This shows the general fact about you, your habit, your preference, or your personal standard. But 我不抽烟了 I don't smoke anymore. The love at the end creates the boundaries between before and now. The situation has changed and not smoking is now the new state. So here, sentence ending with 了 is showing us a change into a new situation or state. Now, let's look at something important about 了. 了 doesn't automatically mean past. We can use 了 even when we are talking about something that hasn't happened yet. For example, 我吃了饭就去 I'll eat and then I'll go. Here, I haven't eaten yet. So why do we have 了? Because the completion of the first action is the condition for the second action. First, 我吃了饭 I'll finish eating. Then 就去 I'll go. So here, 了 is showing a condition of completion. Once the first action is completed, the next action happens. That's why 了 isn't simply about past time. It's about the action reaching completion. Now, we come to the part that makes learners stop and look twice. 我学了2年中文了 I've been learning Mandarin for 2 years, and I'm still learning it now. Why are there two 了? Well, remember what we just learned? We talked about when 了 is after a verb, it represents completion. When a sentence ending with 了, it represents change. So when you see two 了 in one sentence, you can think of it as a combo of the two patterns we just talked about. 我学了2年中文了 I've been learning Mandarin for 2 years. In English, we often use have been to express this idea, but Mandarin isn't using a present perfect tense here. Instead, the two 了 work together. The first 了 shows completion of the 2-year period, and the second 了 shows that the situation is true now and continues. So from now on, when you see 了, look at the sentence and ask yourself, is something being completed, or has the situation changed? That can help you understand a lot about the 了 you hear in everyday Mandarin. I hope this helps you understand 了 a little better. I've also prepared a little quiz in the YouTube description for you to try after this episode. If you got it right, congratulations. 了 is starting to make a little more sense to you now. And I love to read your sentences, so if you like, try writing one sentence using 了 in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep exploring Mandarin together, one question at a time. 好，谢谢大家，加油，下次见喽。